Good morning. My name is James Neathery. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I live in a little town called Alvarado, Texas, 20 miles due south of Fort Worth. But I was born and raised in Fort Worth, and, I'm from Fort Worth. I have an office downtown Fort Worth and have an office downtown Alvarado, too. We moved to Alvarado about 10 years ago. It's really a part of my story that I'm not going to share today, but I'm 5 minutes away from my office where I live. So I have a 5-year-old daughter, have a 26-year-old son, a 21-year-old son. So I practiced on them. My wife is a better salesman than I am, so I have a 5-year-old daughter. And I say all that to say that I can drive home and have lunch anytime I want, 5 minutes away, okay? So I believe you are the cream of the crop. I'm appreciative that I get to share with you, and I think you're to be commended for taking the time out of your full schedules and your busy lives to be here and participate. So, now I'm also thankful. I'm a very thankful person, right? Okay. I'm also very appreciative that I get to share my story one more time, because I do. I share it everywhere I go. I share it as often as I can, and I appreciate that. I'm a student of my faith, number one, my profession, economics, and history. And several years ago, while being a student of my profession, I was at a 2-day seminar, a conference. Good quality speakers from our industry sharing their best practices, their ideas, and their concepts. And I just want to do better for myself, my family, my clients, and their family. I believe in the unseen hand. I don't know who I'm going to help by being productive. Donahoe said he's a capitalist. I'm a capitalist. I can't help but make somebody profitable by practicing capitalism, and I don't even know them. So, I'm being a student. I purchased all the books at this conference at the end of the 2 days. I take them home, everything that they referenced. So I stacked these books up on my nightstand with the intention of reading them at the end of the day, in the evening. At the end of the day, after you've spent all day with numbers and concepts, you're going home, you're basically trading family time for more numbers and concepts. Not happy with that exchange, I would start without finishing a book. I started without finishing about 5 books. Now I'm feeling like an underachiever, right? Every night the books are stacked up. So I literally went through the stack to get the thinnest book in the stack, thumbed through it, 92 pages, big print, lots of illustration, and blank pages. And I thought, well, James, you can read that book. So, just to feel like I'm making progress. So I read the book that night. And look, I was angry. Like many of you probably, the first time you read Nelson's book, Becoming Your Own Banker. I'd been practicing 14 years in the life insurance industry, at least moderately successful, $1 million round table producer, organizations, affiliations, some designations. I'm participating. I had never heard of this. I did not know you could do with life insurance what you can do with life insurance. And I was a life agent. I was disappointed in our profession. Okay, so I knew it was good. I read the book. I'm like, man, this is good. It's really good. I may not be able to convey how good it is or exactly put my finger on it, but it's good, and I want to take some to my clients. So the next morning, I called the number on the back of the book. Lo and behold, Nelson Nash himself answered. I just wanted to order some books. We had a pleasant conversation that went and ended something like this. Boy, I hold these 10-hour seminars all across the country, and you need to get yourself to one. So I ordered the books, and then I looked online to see where he was going to be speaking. And I thought she was going to be here today. Teresa Dillatush was hosting Nelson 2 or 3 weeks later. So I called up. She graciously allowed me to attend. I registered. So I called. She allows me to attend. I went. I drove over there. I went as a student. I met Nelson. I listened to him. I took notes. I don't know how many times I've heard him. but I have notes from every time I've heard him. I've learned something every time. We've hosted him, I don't know how many times in Fort Worth, Texas. I still take notes. Anyway, I listened, I paid attention, I took notes, I went home, and the first thing I did was begin the process of restructuring my life insurance. I have a lot of policies. I'm not going to, put them all up here, but I will show my clients if they want to see my policies, I'll show them. If they want to see my loan portfolio, I'll show them. I've made every mistake I think you could make. The first policy that I purchased was to be funded after issue, right? Go through the underwriting process, jump through all the hoops. It's in the office. It's on my life. There was a 60-day window to get it funded, and I zoom right past that window. I'm getting a commission on this check. I don't want to write the check. It's my policy. I had to get the policy reissued. I mean, that's a human factor, right? So, okay, so then it gets issued, and I deliver it to myself, right? I have some credit card balances. I mean, I'm human. It wasn't crushing debt or anything. But I could have taken a loan sooner than what I did to recapture, that interest that was going away from me. I didn't. When I finally got around to it, I didn't have a loan repayment schedule. And then the first time I made a loan repayment schedule for myself, I promise I violated it. Now, I just want to say that I think I've made about every mistake. I hope I'm not going to make more mistakes, but, I probably will. But here's a point about dividend-paying life insurance structured this way. I can make a mistake, a tragic mistake, and I'm not going to break that because it is built correctly. So, now since that time, I came back, I restructured all my life insurance. Nelson Nash, has become a big part of my life. Infinite banking has changed my life. It's become a part of my practice, a large part of my practice. It's changed my clients' lives, and it's changed some of their family members, right? I believe that every case has a client, and every client has a story. So that was my story. I'm going to share with you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you think it was helpful, share it with a friend. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you can be notified when we release new videos. And we are releasing new content all the time. Don't miss it. Thanks for stopping by.